bet.
So joining us now is our good friend Mark Aldrich from Hometown Senior Care Advisors to talk about ways we can prevent serious injuries from falls. So you shared some stats with us before the segment. So can you share with them with our viewers?
Of course. So about every 11 seconds, we have an older adult that's in the hospital emergency room for some kind of fall that's related to a fall. So it's pretty serious. Some ways that we can do that we can help our members is always make sure that you're having their medications looked at, because sometimes different medications they'll put you off balance, and so maybe they're not aware that that's going to happen. But if they're on certain medications, then they can find that out. Another way is furnishings in your home. Carpets. Carpets are a big trip hazard, and they're going to fall. It's not just for them, but for you and I as well. We may be able to watch it a little bit better, but for a senior, it's hard, especially if they're on a walker or their wheelchair. Lighting is very important. Make sure that the proper lighting in the home is there. Make sure that when you're talking about falls with them, that it's not just for them. It's for everybody in the home. We don't want to single them out to make them feel bad in a way that they're going to be, it's all my fault if somebody falls, and now it's just about me, and then they're going to feel bad about their daily living.
And so I guess what's some ways you can go about, kind of approaching that and kind of making those adjustments when it comes to those things, like you said, the carpet and other things, the lighting. How can you go about approaching that with them?
So my thing is a lot of times you don't have to do anything with them. You just do it. Because they're not going to come at you and say, hey, mostly they would do with the carpet, because if they're used to having a beautiful carpet down on the floor, we know a lot of ladies like their carpets, they're going to come and say, hey, what happened to my carpet? But you explain to them that, hey, we need to be very careful. Sometimes the placement of your furniture around a carpet is going to make it safer so that they're not tripping over those edges. That's what we want to make sure with their walkers and their feet, because a lot of times there's a lot of shuffling that goes along. It's not just a regular walk like you and I. So we want to be very careful with the rugs. Cords. We've got electrical cords that are out. Lamp cords. You want to make sure those are tucked away.
Is there other things you can put around the home to help them? I know railing, hand railing and stuff.
Yes.
Like that. Is there other things you can put around the home to help, steady somebody?
So we always want to make sure that we have those grab bars, especially in our bathrooms, but it just doesn't have to stay in the bathroom. They have grab bars now that you can actually connect from the floor to the ceiling by the bed. So when they get ready to get out of that bed, they have something to hold on to. You can put them wherever in the home that you need. Maybe it's by the dining room table. Maybe they're having trouble getting up from their chair or the bench at the table. Put something by that they can grab onto that's sturdy and safe.
Well, Mark, it's always great to have you share tips with us. Where can people find to have those tips from you that they need to know about?
Sure. So if they want to get in contact with me, they can email me at mark@hometownsca.com. or they can reach me at 806-290-5532. We are there to make things easier for your seniors. If you're needing advice, you're needing guidance, you're needing help finding a place, give us a call. We'd be happy to do it.
All right. We appreciate it, Mark.
Thank you.
We have more Studio 4 after this.